We have made it to episode 3 of the Your Best Move podcast. If you've been following along so far, I really appreciate you because you could have been watching any other platform, but you're right here with me. My name is Worrell Thomas. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Georgia, and I make videos just like this one to help make your next move your best move. Today we have a hot topic. It's one that everybody has been hearing about over the past few days, and it has to do with the election. So unless you've been sleeping under a rock, I'm sure you already know that Donald Trump has won the election. Now, I'm not here to give any of my political views or my opinion. I'm here to state facts and talk about what we can expect next with Donald Trump being president and the real estate market. So I've divided this episode up into 4 different parts. Don't worry, they won't be long. I'm going to keep everything high level and just get through them pretty fast. But we're going to talk about mortgage rates going up, home prices and building costs, rules for lenders, and taxes on selling and investing. So let's talk about these mortgage rates, because if you've been paying attention, you've probably realized that they've already started going up. This started happening right after the election. And the reason why they're suspecting that it's going up, it's because of Trump economic policies, and they think it might lead to more debt and economic spending. So experts have started to assume that this is what's going to push rates higher. So my advice to you, if you're in the process of buying a home right now, is to keep an eye on those rates. You might want to lock in a rate soon, because higher rates means higher monthly payments for you. Next, we have home prices and building costs. Now, this is really a hot topic. This was one that a lot of people were worried about because we all know that home prices are through the roof right now, and both candidates have their way of tackling this issue. So we're going to get to see how this plays out over the next 4 years. Trump has mentioned policies like putting taxes on imported materials. Now, if that does happen, we could see a price increase in things like lumber and steel, which these are what go into building homes, which can ultimately make homes a little bit more expensive. And that would kind of counteract the whole idea of trying to provide affordable housing. Trump has also mentioned mass deportation. Now, if that happens, then that's a lot of the workforce that's in the construction field. And it's kind of funny to me because a lot of the owner of these construction companies did vote for Trump. And again, I don't care who you vote for, but if you're voting on policy and you're voting on what someone will do, you are supporting the fact that they're going to do this mass deportation. But a lot of these people who own these construction companies and run these crews hire these same people so that they can get these jobs a lot cheaper. So that's a little bit interesting to me. But again, if the labor is gone and the prices of materials are up, then the prices of housing just will naturally go up. So that's something that we're going to have to pay attention to over the next 4 years and see how it plays out. Now let's look at rules and regulations for bankers and lenders. Now we know that Trump's administration is known for less regulation. And this might actually be a good thing if you're a home buyer because it's less things in the way for you to go ahead and purchase. But we also have to be careful because sometimes less regulations means more riskier loans. And we don't want no issues like we had in 2008. So it's still important to make sure that any loan you take is the right fit for you. And finally, let's talk about taxes. Now, some of Trump policies can make it a bit more attractive for investors to purchase real estate. For example, there's a thing called a 1031 exchange where you can sell a house and purchase a house, and you can delay having to pay your capital gains taxes. So things like these would make investors a little bit more happy in the market and see a lot more transactions that way. To sum it up, here's what Trump's win might mean for real estate. Mortgage rates could go up, so buyers, you might want to lock in soon. Builders' costs may rise, which could make homes a little bit more expensive. Easing up on lending rules could make it easier to get loans, but be careful about the risk. And certain tax policies could make real estate investing more appealing. Now, I know this was a high-level overview, but if you're wondering how all of this could affect your own plans, then let's connect, because I'd love to make your next move your best move.